Okay, so I had to replay um the last 4 hours that I did, the last stream's worth. So now I have to talk about what's different. Well, first of all, we left the last stream off on turn 163, I think. And we are now on turn 158, so we're about 4 turns from being fully caught up to where we were in terms of turn count. However, it's like we've stepped into a parallel world because, well, yeah, because things are different now. And I'll cover that in a second. I just hired a warrior mage for one. That's a difference. Okay, let me see. Much of the map that I had explored is now unexplored because, I mean, I hadn't met most of these wizards at the start of last stream. I discovered them during it, and so now I've been just going around meeting everyone again. And honestly, I've got less of the map explored this time around. Different cities ended up burned. For example, I just lost this one here, unfortunately, because it was being relentlessly attacked, because you know how RNG is. You know how RNG can be. I've only just started getting the enchantresses out as well. Oh yeah, this is to replace the burnt city. Yeah. Here we go. Oh yeah, no, you guys. I also haven't gotten the cities that are going to be producing my armies going yet. I've ended up just not getting around to them this time. We really, really, really want to get those. However, it was all for a good cause. My file is no longer corrupted. I really appreciate this little guide here. This is really nice. Showing what turns to what. Very nice. Anyway, because we really, really needed transmute. And it's hard to say if there were other things that got corrupted. I mean, if one thing's corrupted, probably others were as well. But that's, you know, impossible to say. That's the only thing we caught having shifted. So yeah, I had to replay, like, about 4 hours worth of game. And, well, here we are. Let me go ahead and post this to Discord, and on the next turn I'll point out a couple of other things that are different. I hit the 2 volcanoes this time, that were up north. So those are already taken care of, at least. Okay, boom, got that there. What do you mean it's the wrong stream title? Oh, I see. Actually, that is correct. This is the wrong stream title. Okay. I got the thumbnail and everything else, but this time, yeah, it's not. This time it wasn't YouTube screwing up. This time it was me. Anyway, hey there, Cassie. You got updated for a change. Alright, so things that are different. There may be 1 or 2 layers that I got last time that I haven't gotten around to this time. I'm uncertain. I got a different... I never got the Sagittarius hero this time, but I did just recruit, the warrior mage. So I'll toss the warrior mage into the hero team. I lost 2 tomahawks again, but in a different battle this time. What else is different? I feel like I'm just a little bit behind this time from where I was. Like, on a whole. I feel like I was just a little bit better, a little bit further ahead last go, and I can't really help that. I'm doing the best I can. But yeah, we didn't get the enchantresses out as quickly, so most of the cities don't have those yet. We still had a city get burnt despite my best efforts. I don't know. Hey there, just in case. I fixed the title. It should be fixed by now. Oh well, what can you do? You just check around the time I start. Hey, good strategy. That way you don't need any notifications. You just show up. I'm usually pretty good at showing up on time. But most days. And yes, a lot less of the map has been explored this time around, unfortunately. I have a lot more map I need to explore. Okay. As cool as having double adamant soldiers would be, that's not a thing that exists. And that doesn't help me any either. But one more transmute and we'll have coal. Oh yeah, I also need to cast that other spell. That's true too. Alright. You are hereby dismissed. You've had an excellent tour of service. However, you are inferior. This is the superior model. It's lucky. And has even more, resistance. So, stoop. There we go. I mean, I could have 2 of them in the army, but nah. This city needs one of these. Alright, as for Raywind here, I kind of want to put a couple more spells on you to make sure that you can survive. Could certainly use Bless, Endurance, and Holy Armor, and maybe Focus Magic. That's likely to keep you more alive. Aliver. I actually know all of these spells. Well, I don't know if I know Black Sleep. I think I know all these spells. Still a spellcasting hero with, you know, agility. He should be good. He should be fine. I wish I had time to summon the guardian spirits everywhere. Those rolling, then I'm going to try to adamant up these and get these cities going, but top priority will be the javelins, I think. Let's get ourselves javelins. Alright. I'd really like to rush a whole bunch of other things, though. Would be nice. More transmute there. Then we'll buff up the new hero a little. Then we'll transmute the other 2 to adamant as well. And then I kind of want to sanctify all the birds. But I also kind of want to put volcanoes on the tundra. But I also really want to change all the terrain. And so on and so forth. With enough volcano play, I could turn one of my production cities into a true powerhouse. Yes, coal and adamant. It's gonna be the perfect place to forge my legions of doom. Or a bunch of blizzards with javelins, anyway, to defend my cities. You know, whatever I can manage to swing. Yeah, it's a shame that the lizards occupied the only spot that had 2 high-end resources. If only I had, If only I had a hunting animal there as well. Wild game. Oh yeah! That's the other thing I need. That spell, Survival Instinct. Ah! Well, let me tell you about the Warlords mod. It's, changed everything. A lot. So many of the spells are different. Every single race is different. All of them are changed in massive ways. I'll poke a couple of races and show you and give you kind of an idea of what this mod does. And yes, we're playing Hawk People. He added in 3 new races. I haven't seen the Rashalka yet. I have seen the other Mirren race he put in, which were basically they're basically Chinese cultivators, and they got banished to the Mirren plane. They're pretty badass. They had some cool stuff going on. The bird people that I'm playing as, well, they can fly. Their special unit that they have is the Holy Mother. It can heal multiple times, and it has wind walkings. Basically, you can carry an army around with it pretty fast. So that's pretty nice, too. But, as I said, everything is so altered. Yeah. I don't even know where to begin, so I'm just gonna pick a couple of the races you already know and show the differences. So, let's start with... You know what? I have 1 Highman city. Okay. Highmen! Pretty straightforward, right? Well... Let me see... Paladins, Crusaders, those are things you're familiar with. However, instead of just eating 1 food, Paladins and Crusaders now eat 2 food. And their maintenance costs are even higher. But their stats are also a little bit better than they were. And you'll find random new abilities mixed in, so Paladins can bless... Crusaders, instead of healing, they give holy armor in this mod. However, there are new units here. The Fire Galley. It's well, it's a ship that breathes fire. That's what it is. Crossbows. There are a bunch. Almost every race that can build lots of stuff. Almost all of them have a crossbowman as a unit type. And they come with armor piercing and a large shield. So crossbowmen are actually kind of ridiculous. We've got Inquisitors as a new unit. I believe clerics can now violate wizard pacts freely. So that's a thing now. Ballistas. Almost everyone has ballistas. This is another armor-piercing thing. Long range. So anyway, not a whole lot else to say about it, but you can kind of get a... Oh, wait a minute. Do we have a shield bearer? Hold on, this is important. Do we have shield bearers and heavy cavalry? We do not here. Okay, hold that thought. Almost everyone has a unit called a shield bearer, which I consider to be one of the biggest game changers. Oh, hey, look at this! Bug people. Well, we'll show bug people in a second. Let me see the nomads for a moment. Let's see... So, nomads. Well, you've got your familiar horsebowmen. However, then they've got these special pikemen. You already know about griffins, although they eat twice as much food nowadays. And this is their strongest unit, a improved horse archer. Just just a heavier version of the horse archer. Quite a bit heavier, in fact. It's kind of a big deal. So this is their ultimate unit. They also have an in-between. They've actually got 3 different levels of horse archer. The rangers were taken away from them. And instead they just got more and more horse archer. So almost everybody has a shield bearer. It's a stronger version of the swordsman. Because they're nomads, you know, they get archery. Most races don't get archery with their shield bearer, but it's just an improved swordsman that's actually pretty strong. Shield bearers are a strong unit. Okay, how about bug people? You know, the Klakons are probably the worst thing you could play as normally. Well, not in this mod. Check out the weird shit that we can do with them. Give me a second to... Okay, we should be able... Oh, yeah, also there's fortifications now, which is a higher level of walls. Apparently it comes with a moat. I haven't built any yet. Okay, so, bug people. Ah, it's the old familiar stag beetle, eating twice as much food, but otherwise, it's just the stag beetle as you know it. Let's see, instead of shield bearers, they get mantises. So this is kind of an equivalent unit, except that he gets first strike, which is pretty nice. The mantises are actually pretty good. Here's a unit of something a little bit better than the halberdier. Usually, in the original game, stag beetles and halberds were as far as bug people went. However, now we've got this thing. This thing's pretty good. I like the mantises more, though. They can do the ballistas. I said almost everyone can do ballistas. And then we have the weird new thing. So this is their cavalry. It basically teleports. It's basically teleporting cavalry. And then there's this thing. This is their new ultimate unit. It's, well, the stag beetle's still their ultimate unit, but this one is pretty good. It has a holy bonus, and that's why I like it. It's kind of, it doesn't really fill the role of a magician. It can cast a spell, and it's got a holy bonus. It's a big deal. I like them a lot. Anyway, I don't know how the balance of the game is, because there's been so many changes to the game. That I can't even tell you what the balance looks like anymore. I haven't played it enough to figure it out, but, it's very different from the base game at this point. So this game I'm trying something new, the Hawk People, and, they got some interesting things going on. They got some stuff going on. Mostly I've been using the Tomahawk units, but I'm going to try some of the other units soon. I looked at this thing and figured with the right buffs this would be a nightmare, because Tomahawks specifically have first strike and armor piercing. And I was just like, you know, if I buff them with the right buffs, put them in with, you know, the right heroes and abilities, I'm first striking for a lot of armor-piercing damage, and most things don't get to retaliate. However, they're still very vulnerable to ranged attacks. Alright, we're gonna hit... I think I'm gonna hit those, and then scooch up this way and see what I can clean out here. We're probably mostly done clearing things out in our own neighborhood at this point. Oh yeah, enchantresses, right. Alright, who needs another Holy Mother? Or... okay, here's a place that doesn't have one. And I don't remember how far along I am with the enchantresses, but we'll just keep pushing them out. I need survival of the fittest. Go ahead and buy that. And back to the Javelineers. How close are we to the Javelineers? It's fine. Put that on. Alright. Alright. Now let's see. Humans plus iron plus transmute. I could make paladins or crusaders there. I haven't decided what to do with the high men yet. I actually might go with just crossbows for all my cities. I haven't decided yet. Let's see. Knights are their heavy cavalry. I think so. I think so. Oh, I guess they also have squires. I forgot about those. Well, Dark Souls will be tomorrow. Tomorrow, we will continue our adventures. Yeah, no, they got riding dogs. They got riding dogs as a scout unit it had stealth, and it was really good at fight, it's just a really, really good scout. They also get, their strongest unit is that they get to ride really big birds. Their halflings are not very good at fighting, but they excel in other ways. They're still really good. Halflings are just always really good at Master of Magic. Sort of. It doesn't really work as a magician, because a magician is an artillery piece. And the Placon's maidens can't actually make attacks. Well, I mean, they can physically melee the enemy, but you don't want to do that. Did I forget the new ship? Which new ship? Partly metal, partly real, Silverhawks. Oh, nomads get a bonus from the desert tile. That's really nice, actually. I'm still gonna use change terrain to make almost all my deserts disappear, but... And by which I mean all my deserts, but hey, it's pretty cool. Yes, on the corrupted file thing. So, the file was corrupted such that my spells were messed up. I was missing, basically spells that I knew didn't exist, and there was no fixing it. So I had to go back to an earlier save, and between the last stream and today, I basically played 3.5 hours of trying to catch up to where we were. I spent the beginning of the stream explaining the differences. Things are similar to where they were on the last stream, but there are some differences. I can't help it, RNG. It's not like I could replay every turn exactly, even if I tried, so... Yeah. It was annoying. The loss of the corruption of the spell was super annoying. This doesn't feel an early enough year for Stream 1. Oh hey, orcs! Orc crossbows! Yeah, sure, why not? $60 is a pretty good deal, actually. You can guard my capital. Yeah, you'll be a fine guard. You can live in the capital and enjoy yourselves. Also, less people paid me to get pacts this time around. I'm not as popular this go-around. Alas. I can fight lizards. Yeah, this is a threat. Oh yeah, the heroes are different now too. This is Brax, the Master Engineer. I guess these two are basically the... Oh wait, she doesn't have an armor slot anymore. She has a second artifact slot now. Anyway. Yeah, this mod changes a lot. Oops. Alright, lizard's gone. What, you're not gonna attack the thing? Huh. Alright, we've got 40 MP. I can still throw a focus magic on you for even more casting skill. But I don't know how much that'll really improve you. Oh well. Go forth, my minions! Lot more exploring to do. Yeah, you ruined my city. Oh shit, I forgot about the sprites. Crap! I could have taken the chickens with magic. Oh, that's really unfortunate though. Alright, well, I guess I'll just push another one up that way. No big deal, I guess. But it is annoying. Alright, where is my... Here it is. Man, I'm willing to spend a lot of money on you guys. You better appreciate it. No more moping around as rebels. There's from the fittest of. Do we have Pillar of Faith here? Not yet? Okay, we need one of those. Very soon they're going to be producing. Very soon. These guys are going to be ready to produce soon as well. So we're going to need to buff them up. Man, I want to drain all those swamps. How is it I've been here this long and there are still deserts near my capital and swamps near one of my starting cities? The fire galley? I talked about the fire-breathing boat. I showed the fire galley. We will be moving on to the next, there's the Rakshasha. We will be moving on to the Rakshasha, but I haven't even used most of this one. I haven't made a single siren. I haven't made a single... It starts with an H. It's their ultimate unit. I can't remember the name of it. It's something weird. The Sun God unit. The one with all the immunities. Anyway, we haven't built any of those yet. Like, I haven't really given this thing a thorough testing yet. I have some opinions on the Hawkmen, but I want to finish testing their units before I, I want to finish actually using the units before I give my opinions on things, you know? Certain terrain types. Yeah, isn't it? The bird people like mountains. They get extra benefit from mountains, and I think dwarves benefit from mountains. The nomads like deserts. Who likes swamps? Was it lizard people, or was it someone else? But yeah, the dwarves. The dwarves overhaul. They get guns. They get gunpowder units now. The dwarves are great. The dwarves are a lot of fun. The bug people are a lot of fun too. Teleporting cavalry. I'd like to make more play with that. Tundra. The trolls like the cold. I think you mentioned that before, and it's just so weird it doesn't stick in my head. Trolls don't really feel like... I mean, I get that they have mammoths, so I guess... I don't know, I feel like the barbarians might like the cold? I don't know. Yeah, what he said. That's the ultimate bird unit. Huichilobos. I'm not even gonna pretend I know how to pronounce that. Wouldn't the elves have a bonus with forests as well? I think the elves would be big fans of the forests. Anyway, change terrain pushes everything into, grass or forest, so... Doesn't matter what you prefer, you're getting grass fields and forests anyway. Okay, that's a problem. Alright, let's see... I think we pretty much want to go with what we always go with. More attack. Where's this city? Oh, okay, yeah. This is like my newest city. Makes sense why they don't have much to guard them yet. Okay, this is a problem. Let me see. 4 to resistance against all... Includes gazes. It's too complicated. Too many things. Will this steal away all of your gaze attacks? I have no idea if it will or won't. I don't know. Here, have a bless. Alright, and then... Insulation? Well, you can't go wrong with Holy Weapon. Alright, go! Ah! Oh no! Well, that didn't work well. That bless didn't do crap. Crap. Alright, what if I turn you into a revenant? Okay. Alright, now you're undead and regenerating. I know you can kite these things. I'll stack on Shadow Strike. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm not cornered yet. I was almost cornered. No. Tree. Ooh. Fairy Dust can stun? Since when does Fairy Dust stun? Yeah, it's kind of hard to burn a living tree, isn't it? You're gonna have to make your fires more intense. All my Revenant slowly regenerates. Okay, do I have any final... Got web, that's something. Yes, holy armor is nice. Alright. Chop. Hey, where do you think you're going? Jerks! They're gonna go burn stuff down. I can't do that one. Nope. Wow, this city's gonna suffer. Our regen is too slow. Even with all my buffs, I don't feel this is a good idea. Even with all the buffs I've given you. Probably better just to pull back. Ah! Gah! Crap! Well, another city burnt. How many cities have I lost this game? I've lost count. It's a lot. Well, it's okay. We're gonna get some better defenses very, very soon. The adamant lizards are coming. Well... you guys, put forward a new settler for me? Thanks. Yeah, sorry about this. And, how about you toss a tomahawk in to help defend it? Yeah. There are some lairs and nodes I just can't attack with this army. Maybe the army will be a little better soon. Mountains so tall I cannot fly over them. Can an incorporeal being pass through them, I wonder? I love first striking through things. Normally Phantom Beasts do a number on your melee units, but here I'm just like, just punch them. It's fine. Oh yeah, they can just walk right through. Oh hey, I got the spell for prayer. Neat. This is the good tile. Oh well, I guess you're building the city there now. Work with what you got. Alright, let's send one there. City. Toss a couple of spells on that. When it finishes maturing, it'll thank me. Alright, we gotta pop in... Hello? 3? Is that 3? Oh. Oh, okay, we're gonna put a wall of darkness here, and, anybody got anything to support with? Not really. What are you doing? Alright, you're gonna borrow a couple of units from nearby cities. That's the best I can do for you. Let's go on a trading party. That's what my whole build is about. So we should take every opportunity to trade with everyone. I am the great spellmaster. Oh, Magocracy, yes! Give you possession, that's a good one. Oh, I wish I had time to cast Warp Node. I feel like she got the better end of all those trades. Ooh, Philosopher's... Oh wait, no, these are mine. I'll give you... How about some cockatrices? What about you? Wow. All those were good. Alright, and you? Ray's dead. That's a pretty good deal. Okay. Well, I'm not giving anyone Warp Node. Not a chance. Stream of Life. So many new spells now. If only I had time to cast them. Being a spellmonger is awesome. Okay. Well, that's a lot of things. Alright, let's start with prosperity. My goodness. I know Stream of Life now. That's a really big deal. If I could cast it. I know Magocracy. That's a really big deal. If I can find a moment to cast that. And the Warp Nodes are one of the most potent things you can do. Alright, anything else I can do for the poor city that's about to be hit with 3 fire giants? I can add a harpy to them. Sure. That'll make a difference. Sure. Let's see. Well, dark elves would like caves, but regular elves, high elves would like forests. I don't know. Are they based on ancient German tribes, though? Because they're running, Viking stuff, too. I probably should have webbed the Chaos Spawn. The Fire Elementals weren't really a threat. Siberia. Huh. Wall of Fire is changing, is it? Yeah. But I can also use insulation with inner power, but... yeah. Yeah, they do have fire immunity. That's a little buff for them. I don't know. I haven't made up my mind for sure on that particular unit. I just feel like... I feel like 2 tomahawks would kill one of them. And I think the 2 tomahawks are about the same price as one of them, so it's like... I'll just make 2 tomahawks instead. Honestly, I've barely gotten a tomahawk in every city. Barely. A more expensive unit like that has just been out of my price range for the most part. Yeah, they do get German names a lot, don't they? Perhaps they're actually at heart confectionaries with a tremendous love of beer. The barbarians are just misunderstood. Metal Fire? I can't remember what Metal Fire did. That's one of those spells I never actually use. Was that one that buffed your entire army, or... crap, what was Metal Fire? Surprise! They have a fog defending them now. Alright, let me see. That's viable. But I don't necessarily want to give you a free puddle. I'll need to, you know what, let's start over here and root out this problem. Alright. You can live here now. Congrats. You two are borrowed. Alright. Okay. You tomahawks are still the center of my defenses, so... Alright, push that way. Hold on, I'm gonna need... Could I trouble you to make one more of those, please? I know you want to be building other things, but we have needs. We have immediate needs. Don't worry, you won't be the only one building defenses for my empire soon. Here we are. There's the racks. Fighters Guild. The Colosseum is optional. I can drop that. Fighters Guild and War College. That's all we need, and then the javelins can begin to flow. Yeah. Man, prosperity would be nice to cast a ton of. All friendly units on the defender's side get +1 melee, +1 physical range, +1 thrown attack. Oh yeah, that's way better. Well, let's add that in. Alright. So the smoke is coming from the fire. There, that makes sense, right? I really want Philosopher's Stone on all my cities. I really do. Okay, we need Pillars of Faith in 2 cities and a little touch of Transmute in them. Because they're getting very close to producing units for me as well. Well, maybe this one's a little further behind, but still. We're almost there. Once I get these in all my cities, I won't have to fear anything anymore. Adamant javelins. Adamant... Probably gonna go with tomahawks. Another tomahawk in every city, but this one will have adamant on it. That would be pretty good. The coal is actually going to give us 1 extra melee on the Javelineers, which could make a difference, maybe. Javelineers are pretty good at melee fighting. And then I'm probably going to build that ultimate unit with the fire immunity out of an adamant city. I'm probably going to make a pile of those. I really want to build multiple attacking armies. and go on a rampage. That's what I really want to do. I think the High Men might actually end up making just magicians. I think the High Men will end up just making magicians for my cities. I mean, you just can't do better than the humble magician for defenses, you know? Okay, yeah, Metal Fires was renamed Blazing March. That's what it is. Oh, the Grey Elves? Well, I mean, if you want to play just core 3rd edition, the Grey Elves would give you, well, the only thing I can think of that would give you +2 intelligence with your starting character. They have their uses. Yeah, I don't know anything about Siberia games. Blazing March is much more powerful. Anyway, that's a pretty useful wall of fire there. I was actually thinking about it, so in vanilla Master of Magic for Windows, you have Heavenly Light, which provides a, buff to your production. Nature has one that gives research. And I was kind of thinking it should be a full cycle for every color. So Wall of Fire would have ended up being like a production bonus or something. The people in the town can find a use for all this free fire. Do something with it. I forget what sorcery had. Oh, hello, yes? No. You gotta pay me. Pay up. You wanna be my friend? You gotta give me money. I'm rocking Charisma and Aura of Majesty. I'm positively hypnotic. I can't believe that Hadriex guy isn't even in this plane of existence. We're gonna have to go track him down in the Mirren plane. Alright, here it is. What are we to do? Well, I got this cool new spell. It's called Prayer. I think this might have an effect on this battle. Just maybe. Alright, you can back up. You are much more disposable. Okay. Next. Those heated arrows are nice, aren't they? Okay, let's see. More fiery fury. Oh, wow, yeah. Gotta love when the first strike damage does the trick. It just feels so good. Alright, we've turned a disaster into a triumph. Now I gotta return the 2 tomahawks to the other cities before something terrible happens. Because they're not where they should be. Okay, 1 for you. And 1 for you. There we go. Alright, you need to go home. You need to go home. Who needs another one of these? Who's next on the list to receive? Wow, that place needs one badly. I don't remember why I made you. I'm gonna assume it was to go, here. Yeah, go there. It's probably where you were supposed to go, I think, maybe. Could be. Fighters Guild done. Only the War College remains. Colleges are expensive, though. You do have a rebel, I guess. There's a lot of other things that you could build, but... no, it's gotta be these. On repeat. And I need to transmute that. We can't wait any longer. Alright. A second, more powerful tomahawk in every city. That will more than double. Well, so the Holy Mother can only heal. I'm basically running just a tomahawk and a Holy Mother right now. But the healing is a big deal. I want to say that putting the adamant tomahawk in every city will basically double their defenses. It's not exactly true, but it's more or less true. I want to get the enchantresses and the javelins in as well, though. Then these will become formidable. I really think, on paper, the enchantress just looks like it's a stronger unit than the siren. It just looks like it's straight up a more powerful unit than the siren. And I know that's weird to say, but I'll pull up the two and show you what I mean. Extra snooty. Getting a -3 reaction with non-elves. That's great. You know, in 3rd edition, dwarves get -2 charisma, but that doesn't apply when they're talking to other dwarves. Okay. Yeah. Grey elves are just like the perfect thing if you want to build a wizard. Just want to be a wizard? Play a Grey Elf! Unless you got access to to more exotic things. I'm sure a winged elf would have its advantages. Or an aquatic elf if you happen to be playing a more piratey campaign. Yeah, nobody likes the Grey Elves, huh? Grey Elves come down. They're like, oh yes, we're so much smarter than everybody else. And the fact that they are smarter than everyone else just makes it even more insufferable. It'd be bad enough if they just thought they were smarter than us, but they actually are! Ah! It's the worst! Oh no, what am I doing now? Oh no! He is becoming too powerful to be allowed to live. Oh no, dwarves have a ton of variety in D&D. Guy, you've got the sun dwarves, the moon dwarves, or yeah, actually that's getting into Faerun. We can just talk about like you've got the regular the regular dwarves that are the default ones. I forget what the default ones are called, but you've got the Druger, which live deeper underground and tend to have a much sourer disposition. You've got I think they're called the Azer, which actually are actually fire element. They just emit heat all the time. I think they might actually qualify as an elemental in their typing. Yeah, there's a ton of dwarves. It's humans that come in only one flavor. And you don't find too many kinds of gnomes either. And all the halves are just, identical for some reason. But yeah, there's a ton of different orcs. Like, a huge variety of different orcs that you could run into. You're terribly good at the banishing, are you? Oof. What else is there? I think there might be an aquatic dwarf variant, but I won't swear to it. I won't swear to that one. But yeah, the gnomes are so overlooked that when they made 4th edition, the gnomes didn't even show up in the player's handbook. They didn't even show up for 4th edition. You're pretty tough. Pretty good to hit chance. Oh, I suppose. I'd prefer to find some ranged units, or leadership effects is what I'm really hunting for. Good as pathfinding when I've got the Holy Maiden. I need leadership abilities, or at the very least a ranged attack for you to join my army. Nothing else will do. Alright. Back up. And a catapult. Did I give you... I never gave you your buffs! That's not great. Here, I have a corrosive blast. Or 2. I don't know, why not? Alright, go for it! Oh, but Dark Elves, well, at least in 3rd edition, they had much higher stats. But they had an ECL. And the ECL is like the kiss of death. Sometimes you'll just want to build a character despite the ECL. Like, I just want to play a half-celestial. But a lot of the time, you just really don't want one of those burdening you. But yeah, the Dark Elves, they had really good stats. They were just the strongest in 3rd edition. Straight up. Keep those coming. Alright, that's it. From here on, javelins begin. You're one war college away from adamant. You're still a few things away, but you're building up further. This city... I think this city is gonna go for the, fancy guys. Yeah, I think we're gonna try to make them. Having less figures... I'm dubious as to the poison, but a large shield is pretty nice. And Phantom Warriors are okay, and I don't know. I really like the armor piercing. Every way I look at you, you're the price of 2 tomahawks, and I just don't feel like you've got 2 tomahawks worth of performance in you. I'm pretty sure 2 tomahawks would kick your butt, but I'm gonna give you a fair shake. We're just gonna start printing these, mass printing them. Oh shit, the War College. Gotta get that in too. Requires so much greater an investment just to be able to make them. Okay. Alright. I'll just do this now. I want to change. Alright, one of my heroes is missing critical. Alright, first of all... my army. Ah. Bless him. Secondly, endurance. Third, holy armor. It's rare to turn down a hero with the noble trait. It's not that much money at this stage in the game, but the more heroes you have, the less likely you are to see offers from new heroes. I'm convinced that's true. I'm absolutely convinced that the more heroes you have, the harder it is to find another one. But it did give me pause to think about the noble trait. It's just not that important at this stage. Second hit, 6 dwarven subraces. Mountain dwarves? Yeah, mountain dwarves. I think that's the default. No, hill dwarves are the default, I think. Don't know about gully dwarves or exiled ones. ECL. Effective class level. It is a necessary evil that every other edition and everyone tries to shy away from, but nobody has a solution to. So, in 5th edition, it is my understanding, if you want to play a Minotaur, you'll be the same height as a human, more or less, and you'll have, like, +2 strength, +2 constitution or something. In 3rd edition, if you want to play a Minotaur, you're gonna be a Minotaur. You're gonna be big. You're gonna have, I don't know what its stats are off the top of my head, but if it's got, you're gonna have like +8 strength and plus a bunch of constitution, whatever the numbers are, they're huge. You're playing a Minotaur. But you have an ECL. And the ECL says, if the ECL is +2, then at level 1, you're treated as though you're a 3rd level character. You require experience to level up as if you were a 3rd level character. Just, that's what ECL does. ECL just treats you as if you're multiple levels higher than you actually are. This is how you can just play a dragon. You can just play a dragon hanging out with the party. And it's just like, yeah, you can start gaining class levels and everything, but you have an ECL based on your age category. You want to play an air elemental? Here it is. Here's its stats. Here's its ECL. Nobody likes having an ECL. It's a burden. It really is. You're always lower level than everyone around you. but you get to have really, really good stats and sometimes really crazy, monstrous abilities. So, yeah. Nowadays, they just pretend like your stats are identical to a human's when you want to play a monster, and that just really rubs me the wrong way. You can't really play an air elemental anymore. You're just playing a guy. So yeah, Dark Elves were so powerful in 3rd edition that they were given an ECL. And I believe that Drow... You have regular Drow, and then you have Noble Drow. And I believe all Drow can cast Darkness. I believe all Drow can cast, They have a few spells that every Dark Elf can just use. They're not a thing that they all have it. But the Noble Drow got additional spells, so that all Drow nobility just have even more spells built into them. No matter what class they are, no matter what they do, they just have these things. And, this is some pretty outrageous abilities. I think... Did they get Levitation? I think Noble Drow might have gotten I'm not sure, though. Am I thinking of something different? I might be thinking of something different. Yeah, no, Dark Elves. Dark Elves in 3rd edition are terrifying. They are so incredibly good at ambushes. When you look at the abilities they have and the things that they can do with them, they are... They might be the scariest thing in the Underdark. They have really, really good stats, better than any of the player races get. And then they just have all of these crazy... And then they've got the freaking knockout poison. They have their own special poison that just knocks you out if you get nicked with it. Isn't that great? Alright, let me see. I think you still needed holy armor, right? Yeah, let's give you that. I want to sanctify everything. I want a philosopher's stone everything. But I need a mageocracy. This is too big of a deal not to do. We need it. We must have it. Unfortunately, we have other things we need as well. We have many needs. And one of those needs is Casper here. I might actually need to make a few more melds. Yeah, I think I need 2 more of those. Anything else in the neighborhood we can do? Oh, here's one. Yeah, let's hit that one. Also, I should investigate that. No, I guess that's okay. I mean, I have a few more places I could wedge a city, but I can't really afford to just now. The javelins have begun. I'm so happy to finally have them. Finally. Can't afford the War College yet, but we'll have these as well soon. We're getting the Enchantresses out there. More and more Holy Mothers are filling in. We're gonna get this. We're finally gonna stop having my cities get burned all the time. Can you imagine? Oh, yeah, I know. The Holy Mothers are the same way. They're like 8 on the upkeep. The upkeeps... I'm aware. But I want to hold my cities. Rock gnomes. Oh, the Sverfneblin! Yeah, those are in the Underdark. Tinker Gnomes. Now, I don't think Tinker Gnomes are ubiquitous. I think those are from... Aren't those from Dragonlance? I associate them with the world of Krynn. But that might be just because the Dragonlance novels. The Wood Garden Gnomes. Ah, yes, the Garden Gnomes! I think that they actually, starting with 4th edition, I think Wizards of the Coast decided to do away with the Tinkers and stuff, and pushed them more and more towards Fae. I think they just decided that all the gnomes were going to be Fae. How humans and minotaurs can have similar stats. I completely am on the same page as you. I don't know what... Every time I hear about 5th edition, I find it off-putting. Like, every time I get in a conversation with somebody who plays 5th edition, they're telling me about how great it is, and then something comes out of their mouth where I just go, oh, God, no, that's terrible. I don't want it to be that way. So it's like, fine, whatever, enjoy your game, by all means. It's just... I'm gonna stick to the 3rd edition and Pathfinder, and 2nd edition is fun as well. You know... I've got tons of great PC games in those editions. 5th edition, I don't know what they're doing. They turned, like... I get the desire to simplify, but they did away with, like, a million different effects that are in D&D, and just replaced them all with the words combat advantage or combat disadvantage. I mean, yeah, that's very simple, but what happens if you flank someone? Oh, you get combat advantage. What happens if you blind someone? You have combat advantage against them. What happens if... Sorry, he worded that a little weirdly. It took me a second to parse it. What happens if I insert thing here? Combat advantage. What if... Combat advantage. Okay, what if I did all 4 of those things? You have combat advantage. No, but 4 different effects are stacked on this guy. It doesn't matter. It's the same as if you were just flanking them. I see. Like, I do appreciate simplicity, but there's a limit to these things, you know? Oh! High men. And how are they different from human? I don't quite know where they got high men from, but, so I don't know exactly what they're referring to in this game, but, the only thing I can think of is Tolkien. So, in Tolkien's work, there were elves? Oh shit. So you had wood elves, and then you had high elves, right? And do you know what the difference was? Like, Elrond was a high elf. The high elves had gone to the Undying Lands and come back. Basically, that was the only difference. They went someplace, and then they came back to Middle-earth. And just having been to the Undying Lands and coming back seems to make you more powerful somehow. And I think humans could... I think that there were humans that had been to the Undying Lands and came back as more powerful beings. I'm honestly not entirely clear on this. I haven't actually read the Silmarillion. I have a kind of vague idea of what's in it, but it's mostly because I played a lot of games based on different things, including Tolkien's work. But, I don't... That doesn't really feel like what the High Men are referencing in this game, though. So that I'm left kind of... I don't know, we've got nomads, we've got barbarians, and we've got High Men. maybe they're just really arrogant. They've got paladins and the best magicians. I don't know exactly what they are. I'm not entirely sure. I can't think of too many other cases in fantasy that they have anything like that, you know? Oh, shit. No, we've cast Endurance. We have more hit points. We should be fine. Please be alive. Oh, good, we're alive! Hooray! Yeah, those extra hit points mattered. Oh, another difference. I never found a helmet of regeneration. Honestly, the game had gone better the first time around. Having been forced to replay, I'm actually weaker this time. I'm sure of it. But yeah, as far as I know, high men are not a D&D thing. They're not a Magic the Gathering thing. I don't really know where Master of Magic got the concept from or exactly what it's referring to. Holy men? Well, they do have the paladins, but I don't know. Most advanced? Maybe? Maybe that's just saying they're the most advanced people? Maybe? That could be. I don't know. I don't really need another healing spell. Thanks anyway. Alright, you need to get your butt over there. Looks safe. Go ahead. The first of the Javelineers. Is their sprite a little different? Anyway, the first of the Javelineers. They're extra good in swamp and snow terrain. Alright, and some of them will be lucky. Some lucky few. Look at this. This is gonna be guarding our cities. In fact... Who are you, by the way? Oh, just a marine I made at some point to defend it. The first one gets to stay here. Yep, the first guy gets to live in the city. Okay, that is what we've been needing all this time to keep us safe. That, plus the enchanters. We're gonna be set. Alright, and we finally got that for adamant tomahawks. And the fancy guys... Someday. Someday we'll get the fancy guys. Someday. Okay, before we continue... If we're gonna go hit these, that's 2 more nodes to meld. Let me prep the ghosts. And then I'll start in on the Magocracy that we so desperately need. Stop hemorrhaging so much mana. As much as I want to keep going all in on casting skill, could I please get a sorcery conjunction anytime now? High men are descended from the human ally of elves against Melkor? Okay. I don't know. That could be true. Oh man, even if you were fighting like... even if you fought like a group of Dark Elven exiles that just sucked by Dark Elven standards, like they had none of the magic items, none of the support of their people, If they were just like... Just a group of Dark Elven exiles. If you were to fight them, they would still be the nastiest ambushers. Even a spell like Darkness is crazy when you realize what it can do. You can cast Darkness on an item. I could just take this plastic water bottle cap and I could cast Darkness on it and it would emit magical darkness. It would fill the room with darkness, overriding all of my lights. However, if I took this same cap with Darkness on it and did this, guess what? We can see all of the darkness is trapped in my hand because it emits from the object. This is how the spell works. So you can just... You could have it in your mouth. You could cast Darkness on a false tooth or something and just open your mouth and foomp, everyone's blind. And then close your mouth and suddenly everyone can see again. What the hell? That's how the spell actually... That's a free action, opening and closing your mouth. But it's magical darkness. Dark vision doesn't go through it. Nobody can see. No, it just completely blinds everyone. And you can just do ridiculous stuff like that. And like every single Dark Elf has this. And I think they all have Fairy Fire? Do they? I think they did. God, they had a bunch of spells, each one of which was ridiculous in its own way when you start considering what you can do. And you can put Darkness on an arrow, you can do it on a bunch of different things. You could actually have your soldiers trained in blind fighting and literally just work like that. But yeah. And they're stealthy. And they can communicate silently. They have a drow sign language. It's just them. They can fully communicate silently with just their hands to each other. I mentioned the drow knockout poison. That stuff's ridiculous because most poisons are kind of expensive to make, and drow knockout poison costs nothing to make. It is so cheap. I believe the story behind it was they had a slave fighting in a gladiator pit or something, and he created the poison as a way to cheat. Eventually the Dark Elves figured out what he was doing, and they thought it was pretty cool. I mean, they still tortured him to death and stuff anyway, but, it's, Dark Elves. But, they thought it was pretty cool, and they implemented the idea into their military. I believe that's the origin to the knockout poison. Of course, Wizard of the Coast nowadays is like, what? Dark Elves? Evil? Why would they be evil? Slaves? What? Oh, no, they wouldn't keep those. What? Drista Orden is like your most popular character. People who've never played D&D can name him. He's the most successful... The whole point is that he was non-evil. And you're just gonna be like, oh yeah, we'll just make that a thing now. Just yeah, I don't know what they're doing. I think Wizards of the Coast has utterly lost their minds. Alright, the tomahawks. Okay, that's going along. Alright. The javelins. Alright. So, this city is built up. Well, at least the population has built up sufficiently. I think someone told me they decided to make them purple now, too. What the hell? I mean, sure, why not, I guess. They can share the same color as Mr. Popo. Alright, we had one more ingredient our cities needed. I'm almost producing those as well. But perhaps we need this. And, yeah, okay, I'm gonna give them the spring to reduce their unrest problem. I need them to have... Whoa, was that 8? Oh, crap, what's that? That water elemental is in a stack of 8. That's not good. Crap. They got to Numenor Isle and blessed of longevity as a reward. Ah, okay. Hey, Twinfold, how's it going? I guess he's back at the beginning watching at double speed, so it'll take him a while to hear that. Yes, I have several cities that could that could really use Stream of Life, actually. Yeah, sign language to coordinate attacks is pretty useful. I mean, unless you have a mage that can cheat with messaging and telepathy effects, but level 1 adventurers usually don't have such luxuries. In 3rd edition, innuendo used to be a skill. I don't know what it got rolled into later on, but it used to just be a skill. You could put skill points in it. So if your party had innuendo, you could just have a conversation with an NPC and just be like, okay, now I tell the rest of my party this, this, and this using innuendo. And the person you're talking to won't understand any of it. It'll just appear to be an innocent, harmless conversation. Yeah, they rolled a whole lot of skills up and just named them acrobatics and athletics. I agreed with stealth. Turning move silent and hide, those used to be 2 separate skills. Turning those into a single skill with a single roll, that was good. But acrobatics, I felt like they went a little too far. Tumbling should have been an independent skill from the rest of it, because tumbling is so incredibly good. It's just a really powerful skill. It invalidates entire builds. It was something special for rogues and monks to do. The rest of acrobatics, like balance and all that, that was fine. Those could have been grouped together into a single skill just fine. Of course, you'd have to name it something else if you took tumbling out. I do not know if there are other high men anywhere else. I don't know. I don't recall having encountered them anyplace else, but I haven't read everything. So I'm reluctant to make a statement that that's the only time it's ever been done. What were we gonna do? So many things I want to do that I really want to do. It was highest priority was Stream of Life for the bug people. Yes, of all the people to receive the Fountain of Youth, we gave it to the bugs. Oh my gosh, this city is overrun with rebels. Alright, this one. They have an important job collecting diamonds for me. So we need to get them, get their crap together. Now, keep those rolling. Alright, perfect. I don't want you unexpectedly dying since you don't have regeneration, so I want to cast Prosperity on all my cities. I'm going to give you another turn to heal. I want you to be in good health. You can live in the desert. Doomed to spend eternity wandering the sand dunes. Okay. We'll start in this corner and work our way through the Empire. Ah, here it is, the new Tomahawk. New and improved. Same corner. Yeah. With the power of faith that the other ones didn't have. Some of them will be lucky, too. Oh, this is great. Our Empire is going to be so much more resilient now. Why did I make a... Oh, right, this way. Right this way. Okay. I guess I'm going to need to turn this up a little more. That should probably be fine. As long as I don't use too much mana in battles, we should be okay. Yeah, they did have Fairy Fire! Yeah! Fairy Fire is actually really, really good. Did your mage cast Mirror Image? Nah, Fairy Fire. The Mirror Image doesn't work anymore. Blur? Displacement? Fairy Fire. Solved. Yeah. Are you invisible? Fairy Fire. Yep, I can see you now. Fairy Fire overwrites so many things. Oh, you want to hide. You're playing a ninja and you want to stealth? You're glowing. You think there might be somebody sneaking up somewhere in that area? It's like a 15-foot spread of stealth doesn't work anymore. Fairy Fire's actually ridiculous. It's so good. People don't use it very often. Yeah, levitate, no alignment, and detect magic. I think that's noble drow. I think it's nobility. I think all nobility in the drow just get those flat out, just for being nobility, I think. I think those are Lolth's blessing. Don't know about drow priests getting extra things. I mean, in 3rd edition, there were domains, and priests got domains, so I don't know what domains Lolth had, but I bet you those spells are probably in there. Dancing lights, on the other hand, I don't know what you do with dancing lights. You can make it look like there's a bunch of torches, make it look like there's a group of people traveling by torchlight, maybe. Might be able to use it to help set ambushes. But dancing lights doesn't impress me the way Fairy Fire and Darkness do. Still, trickery. Trickery always has its uses. If I remember right, I think in the Drista novels, I think he used to have the noble spells, and then he lost them when he stopped being nobility. I think he actually lost a bunch of his... Yeah, I think he lost detect, levitate and stuff. Levitate is really good. I don't know how important no alignment is, but detect magic is pretty handy when you can at-will it. That's two problems. I need to find out what happened with that water elemental. Our defenses are almost up, but not quite up yet. Almost. We've got True Light, we've got Prayer, we've got Black Prayer. Well, you can't go wrong with Prayer. I cannot take the demon out fast enough. He's gonna get a debuff on us. That was the best I could do there. If I had enough casting skill, man, the world would be my oyster. I'm never gonna get the high-end stuff that the other mages are getting, but... yeah, Black Prayer. Hey. Okay, this is a little bit of a problem over here. You guys have 3 moves, and you guys have 3 moves, so... and I know exactly where this city is. I've only got one city that has Barbarian Shaman in it. Ah, darn. Well, now I have no cities with Barbarian Shaman in them. It was a stopgap measure when they were being attacked a bunch earlier. I knocked out most of the lairs on their island. Okay, we have a city that's got like 1 million unhappy people in it. Get the Spring of Brainwashing in there, quick! If we can find the place. Where is it? It should be... oh, here it is. There we go. Well, that's a little bit better. Between the Oracle and the Spring, we've cleared most of it away. This is a lot better, actually. Alright, I think you guys are ready for this now. Yeah, this will be fine. I can handle 4 of them. If there's ever a 5th, though, we're in trouble. Try to avoid the flying snakes. Decide that the real threat is the Phantom Warriors. Okay, we're good. Now I can trust it. Yeah, dwarves would have to be mountains. Dwarves have got a pretty good thing going, but they should definitely get something from mountains, just flavor-wise. Huh, elemental armor. Sure. Oh, I see. Well, I might have to send someone over there later. Poof. More power. Okay, let me see. Send one to the bug people. To the bug people. And I don't know where to send you at this point. Go this way. Alright. So close. Keep them coming every single turn. We need those to come off the presses. Alright, Mageocracy. Finally. Is it time for another trading route? Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, let's do it. Chimeras. I just started researching those. You have a ton of things that... And I don't have anything. So, alright. I need more spells to trade. The sad thing is, while I'll get to steal books, every time I take somebody down, that's one less potential trading partner. Oh, no, nobody needs to know that one. Ooh! I want this. I don't like people having that, but you're a good friend, right? You're allied to me, and you're not chaotic, so this should be okay. I don't like people having that, though. You I don't trust quite so much. You're ruthless, narcissistic, and just generally unpleasant. Oh, there we go. Alright, we didn't get much good loot this pass, but, oh, invisibility. Colossal strength sounds pretty nice. And physical ranged attacks. And thrown. If I put this on a harpy... It's too expensive. I can put it on heroes. Archer heroes. Maybe the Javelineers in battle. But... Is that the spell of mastery already? It's a little too soon for that. That's what happens when you're running only a couple of every color. Your spell selection... Well, you're just not going to get a lot of good high-end stuff. What can I say? Okay. Yes. Do I have a city that doesn't have one of you? Go here instead. Yeah, that would be good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, alright. Wow, Spirited Community takes just as long to cast? Huh. I mean, the added production is nice and all. I guess I still have a few settlers kicking around. Oh! Kong Ming, why thank you. You're clearing that tile for me. How neighborly of you. Barbarians, then? I have one barbarian city. The barbarians just don't offer me any units that I think are really... I mean, I'm not going to build an army of attacking barbarians. If they had adamant, it would be a different story. I'd think about it seriously then. Resist magic berserkers with adamant backing them? Maybe. But no such luck, so I'm gonna try to build my armies around bird people. I'm willing to throw in a maiden queen as support. Okay. I'm willing to throw a maiden queen as support, but I think my armies, my attack armies, are all gonna be bird people. I really wouldn't mind a magician in every city. A high-men magician, though. Man, that would be so good. Apparently, Galadriel was, like, super ancient. She was from, like, the First Age. And the Silmarillion is named after something that was made because she was pretty. The Silmarils or whatever. Some elf was like, "My, your hair is so pretty the way the light catches it. I'm gonna go make some super legendary magical items that are really pretty like that now. I've done it! I've made them! They're shiny and awesome!" And I think the file of Galadriel, the file that Frodo and Sam have with them, I think that is related to the Silmarils. Galadriel's just like, "Here, take this. It has something to do with this item that was made because I was so pretty." Okay. Alright then. Galadriel is, apparently a very important historical figure that's just kind of still hanging around. What about Inquisitor? What, High Men Inquisitor? I have no use for them whatsoever. I've got Holy Mothers. Why would I need another unit that casts Heal? Not sure what Heart of Solidarity is. Don't know that one. Maybe someone would trade it to me? Yeah, any priest type unit is basically superseded by the Holy Mother. If I want a unit to be an artillery piece, my options are crossbows or magisters. Magicians. Those are the two options. Don't mind me violating your airspace. Come on. I can't cast anything right now. Come on! Give me a break! Alright, I mentioned that I thought that the Enchantress is better than the Siren. At least on paper, it looks to be. So let me defend my position by showing you what I'm talking about. Give me 1 second to finish pushing troops around. Okay. I guess you're not capable of making both. Do I have a place? Do I even have a city capable? I do not. Fine. Okay. So... where's the siren? What else do you need? Siren. My gosh. Okay. There they are. So these require a lot more buildings to build them. So, when you want to compare the two, it's like, well, the siren moves faster, it has an extra hit point, an extra defense, it's more, it's got death gaze and stone touch. This should be the better unit, right? I don't think it is. I think the Enchantress is the better unit. Yeah, I know. Stone and petrify, but do you really want to melee with this? This isn't a melee unit. It's a siren. It's just not built to withstand the rigors of melee combat. Save or die twice is pretty wild, but I'd have to have some more hit points to see the advantage to throwing these guys into the meat grinder. The large shield is a very strong argument for sirens. I'll give them that. But the problems are as a spellcaster. I can get 2 enchantresses easier than a siren. In fact, the enchantresses cost way less buildings. The initial investment is relatively low, and you can pump them out on a 2-for-1 basis. The bigger problem, though, is enchantresses actually cast spells. I can do a wild variety of different things with 14 MP. There's a lot that they can do. Sirens don't get that. Black Sleep is better than Possession. I'm well aware that Possession is harder to resist, but here's the thing. Possession only works on normal units. It doesn't work on anything summoned. It doesn't work on rampaging monsters. It doesn't work on anything that's been sanctified. It doesn't work on anything that's been chaos channeled. It's limited in its targets. Black Sleep can target almost anything. Anything that doesn't have death immunity is fair game. So that's most things. So I think Black Sleep is just better. If you only have one spell, it's the better spell. Sometimes Possession is the better spell, but this is more consistent. Coupled with the spell casting and the fact that you can have 2 of these for 1 siren, I think this is just a better unit. Straight up. I would trade away a couple of the Siren's abilities and just give them spellcasting, and I would take spellcasting away from the Enchantress. I think just being Black Sleep and having some, I think the Enchantress can be useful just with Black Sleep alone. Alright, as much as I don't want to pass the turn to the Stone Giant, I'm gonna pass the turn to the Stone Giant. I don't know, as I said, I haven't actually played with the unit yet, so I could be wrong. But the Siren does not look like it belongs attacking anything. Ever. It really doesn't look like it should be attacking things. So, having 2 death abilities that only trigger if you're in melee, which is the one place you don't want to be, it just feels like a total mismatch to me. If they had more hit points and felt more like they could be in combat or something. But yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to do with sirens. I can imagine them having a role if you're at war with another wizard and he's got lots and lots of neutral units. I could see making a division of sirens and just mass possessing his armies to turn his units against each other. I could totally see them working and being valuable. If you price them out, then they won't have a reason to exist. So I can see them working in certain situations, but I just personally think I'd rather have enchantresses. Yeah. We're gonna try the death priests that make phantom warriors. We're gonna give those a go. They might impress me. I don't know. But the tomahawk is really stiff competition. The tomahawks have proven themselves over and over again this game. They punch above their weight class consistently. Ah. Okay. 2 webs, huh? And your resistance is just too good. Web 1, and it's the tomahawks. Okay, well they'll cut themselves free soon enough. Alright, let's go with heroism. Boy, I sure would like to Black Prayer first, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Okay. Man, I wish I had healing with me right now. You got 11 attack and you're still caught in the web. Fast you move. 5? Okay. I'm gonna put you here. Yes, that's what I wanted. Okay. Make the attack, but Always got Blaze of Glory as an option. I was supposed to step back. Oh, right, webbed. True. Enemy ammo? Yeah, okay. Here, this does nothing. Aren't you flying? Oh shit, you're not flying. Oh yeah, you're not flying. Let's see, he's gonna need all new defenses now. That's okay. Well, we help. Okay, you need a new enchantress. Alright. We gotta get a Holy Mother there. You know what? I'm gonna just send the next Javelin and, Adamant guy over there. Here you go, have a catapult. You fight extra good in this, Buck, don't you? Interesting choices. I guess sorcery is the right way to go. Alright. Cool. And we found money. Slide. Meld. Just a little bit. Okay. Straight there. Straight there. Go on. This city's getting all the attention. Alright, we've got enough cash. Cool. The Maiden Queens are on their way. And they will be marching forth. Okay, that guy's still intact. Perfect, alright. Yeah. You've got Doombats out. Ooh, I don't want to get in a fight with you. Our defenses are kind of cobbled together right now. Wouldn't mind summoning a few champions. Better sparring partner. I wouldn't mind that. You're nomads. We need to fully explore Ariel's territory. She's, a potential sparring partner. Oh, you guys coming along. You're still a ways off. Hurry it up. I need you guys to begin production soon. We're gonna get the rest of our defenses up, and then we're gonna build quite an army to fly south. Or east or west. Really, any direction to send them is good. Everywhere we look, there are beautiful islands ready for the conquering. You know, I should probably go and put Raised Volcano on every existing volcano. Because those are tiles that are just dead tiles. But if I use Raised Volcano, it starts counting as a mountain. And a few points of power. And it might even produce a resource, you never know. It could happen. I don't know why, my fingers like to fidget with things while I sit waiting. Oh, we started on a volcanic map. I think these are permanent volcanoes. No wizard made them, at least. But, your own volcanoes count as mountains. Hold on, I'll pull up the spell. Eventually, when I get my turn. You know, when I finish Mageocracy, I really, really want to cast the Spirit of Community, but I don't know if I can afford to go that many turns without casting other things. God, I could play so much could be done with change terrain. I'll say this, if you do happen to decide that the bird people are too powerful, I have no idea how the balance of this game goes. I'm just saying, if at some point in the future you decide bird people are too strong, I would take away their half mana production per population. I don't think it really fits them. Just steps on the toes of the elves a bit. But, in exchange, I'd give them fishing docks. Not being able to make proper use of water tiles really hurts. So, giving them... It would just be like any other dock, but it just wouldn't produce, boats. It would just be the, fishing bonus. You know what I mean. I would give them that. Alright, do we want to hit more things down here? Well, everything else up here is kind of off limits. This is terrifying, though. I could clean up what's up here. Then I might later. Well, we're gonna go this way first. Okay, we're not doing that one. I bet you there's air elementals in that stack. I bet you that's a stack of air elementals right there. And it can cross the water, too. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Okay, I need to produce a lot more food. You guys are busy. Okay, alright. Seems okay. I sure would like to get more unrest removal here. Hurry up and finish that Majocracy. I need to cast about 100 other things. 1,000 other things. Almost got them. Holy bonus. Holy bonus back in the javelins. And the tomahawks. And soon the sun god people. Caster magic volcano production bonus is the same as mountain. But it doesn't your own volcano get production bonus from it. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. I'd get a production bonus from the tile. I'm getting no production from a tile that just has a volcano on it. I'm just too busy casting Majocracy. Apparently it's a lot of work to set up a Majocracy. It's a lot of work to set up any kind of ocracy, really. Because they're all secretly the same thing. A bureaucracy. Too bad the trade bonus from the dock is hard-coded? What? What you mean? You can just give them the dock and say that they don't get to build any kind of boat. It's the same dock that you just give them the same dock that everybody else has. They're just not allowed to build a trireme. It doesn't have to be a brand new, never before seen building. It's just another dock. Just for the fishing. I mean, honestly, I guess it wouldn't matter if they did have triremes. It's not like it would hurt them any, but create a brand new version of trireme, the fishing boat. It's just useless. It's just the most useless thing in the water. It can't fight. Maybe the fishing dock is a necessary part in building the hot air balloons. That would be completely nonsensical. Yes, our hot air balloons land on the sea. They're designed to land on water. No, it doesn't need to make sense. We're hawk people. We don't think like humans. I'm joking around. I'm not serious. The fishing boat I am kind of serious about, but the rest of it's jokes. And did you just clear the ruins of my city with your bats? I hope those monsters kill your bats for that. Those were my ruins. How much money do you think the Majocracy is going to bring in every turn? Would I have gotten more money from just casting Prosperity on my best cities? they... Looks like they survived their attack. They didn't move! They sat still! That's weird. That's just weird. Alright. All these defenders need to get there quickly now. Alright. Let me see. One there, one there. I guess we put one over here. My previous military city, which is almost ready to retire once it finishes with the Enchantress stuff. Once I'm sure I've got one in every city. I want that. This. Alright, I guess we're good. The first Maiden Queen will be out next turn. This border is gonna be pretty tough. It needs to be. Doom bats. Chickens of Doom. Maiden Queens. Yeah. You're a scary neighbor. You know that. And I don't trust you. Not one bit. Let's see. No, they can enter the tile that the Doom Bats are in. They're not blocked. That tile is totally movable. They can move straight to my city. I'll catch you later, Rabard. Yep, more Big Bertha action. I'll have to escape from the Diablo area. I really think I want to go... I think I really want to go play with the big doggo. And then I'm probably gonna try that city, New Londo. Probably gonna go there next. I'm curious what horrors lurk in there. And I still don't feel confident fighting those stupid drakes. You know what? Maybe with my really big sword, I don't need to worry about the drakes anymore. Maybe? Maybe I can just fold them in a couple of hits. I don't know. Yeah, but they should move through any tile they need to come at me, right? So they should have stepped on the yellow wizard because he was in the way to get to my city. That's right, yeah, that's exactly what happened. The yellow bat looted my ruins and opened a path for them. And I was kinda hoping the yellow bat would suffer the consequences and have to fight off a horde of angry monsters. But no, the monsters would rather just sit still. That's annoying. Truly aggravating. Still, I've got about 30 cities. If I could put amplifying towers in all of them, do you know how much casting skill I'd have? It would also cripple my income, but sometimes sacrifices must be made. Because, yeah, my casting skill is disappointing right now. The other side of the Spellmonger build. You have 1,000,000 spells. But can you actually use them? I have all the options. No. Either you pay me, or you offer an alliance. There's no other route. Only gold can reach my cold, dead heart. I am the Bird King. I know where exactly one tower is. Oh, hey, look, it's the Cloud Giants. Oh, crap. This is bad. Here's the enemy. Look strong. I get a lot of mileage out of that spell. All the rest of the defenders are still on the way. I sent like my best, but start throwing webs at them. Alright. I think I can fight some bees. Oh, they're attacking you. Oh, yeah, that's kind of obvious in retrospect, but, that's not good. Alright, add in heroism. Alright, off of you. The rest of my army really needs to hurry up and get here. Diving into swarms of killer wasps, spinning around with axes. Killing swarms with melee weapons. Always the silliest thing in Diablo 2. Alright, here it is. We have changed our form of government. Oh, you know what? I have a tower over here that's worth inspecting. How strong are you guys feeling? Not that strong? Yeah, that's fair. If it was one, I would actually be able to take it down. You know, a touch of prosperity over here wouldn't be amiss. Plus stone would be pretty good. That duality thing wouldn't be bad. Spirited community would affect all my cities. With a little extra production. Then we've got the wonders of raise volcano, change terrain, and transmute. Which I so dearly want to use. Those can all move over water. Those are going this way as well. Haven't got all of our defenses up around here yet. We're working on it. I wish I had Blizzard or Firestorm right now. I'm gonna put a firewall up over here. It couldn't hurt. I'm gonna continue exploring Ariel's territory. That couldn't hurt either. There, that city gets attacked a lot. So let's go defend our barbarians. Did I ever get one of these over here? I think I did. Okay, this has nothing. The first of their kind. That kind being holy bonus. Awesome. We can even purify things if we need to. Yeah. Alright. Javelins. Don't stop. Alright. I guess I'll need to put a little bit more of an investment on that side of the scale. Chasing wasps, swinging axes. Venom on the Holy Mother? What, so you can double exorcism? They're so bad at exorcisms, I don't think even doubling it would make them any better. Alright, well. So the Magocracy looks like it increased my cash flow by around 130 to 140 a turn. So that means it'll have paid for itself in just 5 or 6 turns. And after that, it'll be pure profit. Yeah, Inquisitor would be way better at exorcisms. I suppose you make an argument for the Holy Mother having, focus magic on her. Because then she could make a ranged exorcism. That wouldn't be bad. And give her even more casting skill, of course. Yeah, actually, the Inquisitor might be a terror for summoned units. Anything with less than 10 resistance has to make 4 saves or die. A couple shots of that would be crippling. Anybody who's running death in particular, like your vampires, your wraiths, everything, the Inquisitor just hard counters your entire build. Oh dear. That's rough. What, Focus Magic? Well, I've got both Focus Magic and Sanctify, so I can put both on the Holy Mother. I actually have been meaning to add the Hero Stack. I've been meaning to give that one the Focus Magic for a while. I've just been occupied with other spells. I think I might be able to do that now. Where's that? Ah, here. Surprise! That city you're about to attack has a wall. Alright, you got your mage and your enchantress. Oh, you're going that way. Hold on. Naruhodo. City that only has basically those. Yeah, that could be an issue. Just throwing random walls here and there. I need to be casting other things, but I don't want to lose my cities. These are just stopgaps until my armies can get there and do their jobs. Alright. And the adamant one is on the way. Huh, this one happens to have an old monk from way back. Huh. He's not a priest, so he's specifically given pact exemption. Oops, looks like you have an extra javelin. Well, go over there. Okay, looks like you have an extra enchantress here. Okay. Well, this city needs one. Alright, scooch. Scooch. Alright, our border defenses are skyrocketing now. Look at that. Okay, where do we need another one of these? You don't have one? Oh. Wait, where was that? This here, right? I think? Probably? Okay. Alright, and you need to go to... Is there any place that still doesn't have one of these? Have I gotten enchantresses to every location? Well, not that one. How many more places need the precious enchantress? Alright. Let's get focus magic on our hero unit. Buy one of those. Oh, there they are. Purchase one of those. Okay, and I... Oh, cannot afford that. That's fine, I'll buy this instead. That's a worthwhile expenditure. Alright. So... I have an unbelievably large expanse of cities. Man, I really wish that there was delineation of your territory on the map. The way later 4X games do. That would be so convenient for seeing the general territory size of different players. Well. So far, none of the cities that have been reinforced with the new armies have been attacked. We've seen the enchantresses in a few fights. They're pretty useful. Being able to throw down a buff and then throw a black sleep, that's not bad at all. But they're unfortunately very fragile and tend to be the first thing to break. I mean, something's gonna be what catches the arrows for the rest of the army, so... Might as well be the enchantresses, I suppose. I don't think Ariel has that much territory. I think we'll scope her out pretty soon. Fully. Unfortunately, because I can't defend... See, the problem with conquering is not that I am afraid I wouldn't win the fight. It's because I'm afraid I wouldn't be able to hold any of the territory I gained. We've only just stopped hemorrhaging cities. Like, I'm only just now finally not having random monsters burn my cities down. Actually, we're about to test that theory. 2 cities are about to be attacked by formidable monsters. But in theory, I'm not losing cities anymore, and will get my defenses up properly soon. But if I took more territory, well... What I might actually do is set up, preemptively build garrisons. Like, take a Holy Mother, a Tomahawk, so on and so forth, put them together as stacks, and have them just floating, waiting to float into any city that I can conquer. I need to get one more city online. My military production is 1 city short of being perfect. Or adequate, at least. I should double check and make sure I have no more sources of adamant. I've got several potential mithril spots. But I don't think I have another adamant. The diamonds are unfortunately useless. Minecraft Steve has not blessed this world with his presence, so nobody knows how to make equipment out of diamonds. The tragedy. I don't think you should be allowed to steal more than 1 book from a wizard. We used to be able to farm spells like that, but I kind of agree with that decision to make it so you can only get them once. Otherwise, it kind of encourages you to play the game where you just keep hitting the same wizard over and over again, instead of just ending them. Oh no, it has illusion immunity. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Crap. Alright. Lightning, at your time at high altitudes, did not teach you how to protect yourself from sleet. I was thinking about Web and Aether Sparks. I was thinking about both of those. Oh, the warrior mage doesn't have his. Alright, fine. There we go. Alright, now you got lots of MP. And you can shoot. Well, that sounds easy. Let's do that. Alright, how much you got now? 57? Huh. Ah, almost! We're so close to being able to use Holy Word, but no. It is not to be. That is a pity. Oh well. It's already too powerful. I can't ask for more like that. Any single target spells that lower resistance? There's a chaos spell that might set somebody's resistance to 0. But I'd rather throw out Black Prayer, personally. Alright, your defenses are now beautiful. Yeah, that will do. Your maiden creams are level 0. Do you not know how to build a barracks? Oh, it's behind the armory. As much as I want to keep rolling these out, I should very quickly prep that. Alright, how close are you? Ah, you're getting there. Those things just require a larger investment. Cool. Okay. Alright. Is that another stack of death? Or is that the same one that's still sitting there? That could be the same one. Is that a neutral city of halflings? Really? I might have to pay that a visit. I might have to pay that one a visit, definitely. This corner yet. This city gets attacked all the time. Why don't you go join it as well? Oh, I guess go that way. There. I really want to throw down the global. I also want to summon a champion or two. Alright, I'm gonna roll the dice on a champion. Perhaps this is not what I should do right now, but I want one. That's every turn. Make sure that's... And... Can't do anything about the other one at the moment. Halflings. I don't think halflings even have anything to contribute to my empire at the moment. What would halflings even provide to me? Food is always welcome, I guess. With the Javelineers, I have no use for slingers. The rocks actually aren't that great in combat. What would a slinger do, or what would a halfling provide then? Oh yeah, pipeweed. Yeah, probably my birds want that. It'll be a bit of a trick figuring out how to use a pipe with a beak, but I'm sure they can figure something out. After this, I'm gonna volcano the volcanoes. If I'm real lucky, there's only a couple of them, but if I'm super lucky, I'll get a tier 2 resource. But I'm not gonna do a bunch of volcano fracking this game. At least not yet. At least not at any time in the foreseeable future. Okay. Alright. Instead of Ariel, let's think about Yellow. Mr. Doombat, you are an existential threat. Ariel would have been a soft target, but you're the real deal. I'm gonna start exploring your territory now. Don't be alarmed. 2,000 gold. What a nice gift. That should bolster my army production a smidge. I sure would like to pierce a tower. I also really want to replace the tomahawks with the new adamant high resistance, possibly lucky ones. But I think defenses are more important. Get the defenses up first. I don't normally consider this, but we've already made one exception this game because of the corrupted file. What say we make a second exception with this particular game? I feel like the setup phase may have overstayed its welcome a bit. So how about between now and the next time I stream, that'll give me 3 days, I'll see if I can put some time in and just spend it doing what I'm doing, putting my defenses where they go, that sort of thing, building things up. I'll immediately stop and save if I get into a war or something, but yeah. That way we could start the next stream just going to war. Alright, let me see. My rares are Invisibility, State of Rot. I should have had 5 rares. What were my others? You can just cease to exist. You cannot just cease to exist, but you're fast enough that you can just kind of slip. Oh, I hate that. Sneaky. I'm gonna give you Disrupt. I'm gonna give you Hellhound. Oh yeah, you like that, don't you? Cool. Alright, there, that solves that. Now I don't have to give up this. I hate that trickery. Alright, now I'm allied to her. Now I'm probably not gonna ever declare war on her. There's another lake I could try to take there. Well, it might be worth visiting. However, I've got a summon inbound over here in 2 turns. How about we go over there and pick up our 9th party member? Alright, yes. Enchantress is missing. There you go. Oh, that city definitely needs one. Ah! How are we gonna transport you guys around? Just pile up over there and we'll have a jet come by to pick you up at some point. Alright, I put one there. Let's put one there. I don't know where that Phantom Warrior stack is going. Okay, hold on. Somebody was missing their Enchantress. Who was it? Was it up here? It is. It's you. Okay. And just where do you think you're going? Not the bees. You haven't quite got those defenses. Wherever I don't have the defenses, that's where we're gonna get hit. Because that's the kind of world we're in. Okay. By that, we need more of them. We've been producing those for a very long time, and it's not enough. Never enough. Okay. I can use the money I was just paid to help invest in this. We only need 4 buildings. I think we're in the final stretch, and then we'll get our ultimate unit with adamant on the field. Bunch of things I could turn into mithril. If I decide I want to make sirens out of a city, we've got the mithril stuff. Could also transmute this. God, I hope one of those volcanoes turns up something nice. Yeah, not a lot of great options. I suppose I would go with this city. I suppose it would have to be this one. To be the siren home. An all-invisible stack, except for the Holy Mother. Oh, you mean to pass into people's lands? That would cost way too much to do. I could never afford such a stack. That's the kind of thing I do for my hero stack, along with spell lock. Invisibility's a great way to keep your heroes alive. Honestly, just having the Bard lead the Tomahawks has been so great. Huh. Nightshade giving a poison attack is an interesting idea. But poison is... I mean, it's interesting. Poison isn't very good, but apparently there's a lot of effects that it stacks a second instance of, like, of all things, exorcism. I guess instead of holy water, they use holy poison. But yeah, the point is, giving poison would have unexpected effects on units. Giving benefits to really unexpected things. I want to blast those Tundra tiles badly. Oh, Nightshade. Oh, no, you cannot have that. Oh, no. I don't want all my nodes cut in half. Trading away warp node is the height of folly. Unless you've already warped all the nodes. Then then you can laugh and hand it out. I should make another round of trades. There's still spells I don't know out there. If anybody has one of them. I think of poison mostly as being good on low-level units. Things like Naga. The stronger the units get, the more they tend to have the resistance to just tank poison. Anyway, I didn't hear any objections to my idea, so I'll probably go with that unless something exotic happens between now and the end of this stream. And that would mean the next stream would just be us testing the awesome power of the birds in their offensive endeavors. Because I can tell you they're not great at holding territory. Having neither a proper bowman or a shaman or priest, the flight is a hell of an advantage, but only against certain enemies. There were a lot of times we got hit by the wrong thing and just so many cities got burned. And I think that's the primary limiting factor for them. Whereas if you play something like the Elves and get yourself longbow, then oh no, what are you doing to me? I don't know where this guy was going. Crap. I guess resist elements? We're extra good at fighting in water. Seems to have helped. Getting to be a bit much. But it was going to come down to a brawl in the end, no matter what. How's that ammo bag holding up? Oh, you're all out. Oh, how would have thought? Flight won't help. Webs could. Immolation might work well here. You can take one, right? Okay. Ooh. Javelins! And a lot of buffs. A lot of buffs. Yeah, I'm pretty confident when the javelins get in place. The javelins and the adamant tomahawks, I'm pretty confident that my defenses will be solid. Very solid, in fact. Alright. Do I have one in every city almost? Almost. That's a great sign. How high? You can all move across water. I push one there. I'm really losing track of where I have and haven't sent things at this point. Okay, summon that champion. Hurry it up. Make that happen. Make that happen. And that. And... okay, that's doing. Not you. Oh, I always click them first. Just a couple more. Champion on the way. I'm gonna rush produce a ton of things in a ton of places. But I mustn't spend too much. Just a little bit here and there, huh? That'll be fine. I want to pour out my money into all kinds of places and just build. My empire could be producing so much more if I had the resources to invest in it. There's no way I can get them the 2 resistance, though. Unless... given enough resources, there's that nature global survival instinct. And if that were to, I think it requires gold and silver and diamonds. Theoretically, with enough volcanoes, I could pull it off. I could theoretically pull off Holy Word, Holy Mothers. Then I'd have to make a new set for all my cities, of course. Well, I might as well just use change terrain on the deserts. The tundra tiles, though, those get the volcanoes. Make more buildings count as religious? Wait, is there a death spell that makes more buildings count as religious? I don't remember that being a spell. What are you thinking of? What could that be? I think you're thinking of Dark Ritual, which doubles the effect of the buildings you already have. Huh. I don't know what spell it is. Wait, the ruler of the underworld makes the oracle a religious building? I don't remember that. Oh, okay. Huh. Alright, that's interesting. Now I'm imagining a bunch of lava people that just want to live in an Armageddon as a playable... That sounds like something you'd find in Fall from Heaven, too. Not Master of Magic. Man, I need to play more Fall from Heaven, too. Like, the idea that there's a race, playable race of demons. Just demons. You just play those. And they can't reproduce. However, every time an evil person dies, you get another demon. Your population goes up. It's like, okay, so are you trying to proliferate the evil people and kill the good ones? Or do you go around killing the evil people because you need population right now? The idea of this being multiplayer, like the dynamics of the multiplayer for Fall from Heaven 2 must be so wild. There's just so many insane ideas in it that I've never heard of anywhere else. I have so many pieces moving and so many... Oh, hey, how's it going? I remember you guys. Oh, look at you. You get to cast Regeneration. I kind of want you with my hero party. How's Lifesteal 0 work? Oh well. A bit soft, and there's no way for me to give you adamant, but I'll hire you. You know what? One of you gets to live in the capital. Sure, why not? We gonna trade one of you for one of those? Yes, we are. Turn that Guardian Wind off. Okay. This city doesn't have much going for it right now, does it? So I'll have you be an extra guard there. The hero should be arriving tomorrow. So we got there just in time. Alright. Was once my primary military city. Oh, you never got a, troop transport. Yeah, let's get that over there. How would you like one of these? Along with one of these. Those should help, right? Probably. Okay, one of you is heading south to join the heroes, but you don't move fast enough. What to do with you? You know what? I've invested so much in this city, I'm gonna have you guard it. You'll be an extra special guard right here. We're one building away. How am I at -16 food? What did we do? Has something terrible happened to our supply lines? My gosh, I'm still short on food. We have a lot of our citizens as farmers at this point. It's actually starting to get to be kind of a problem. Also make another one of these. I think we've almost finished getting all of our cities set up. Maybe I can build other things finally. Next turn. Okay. You are finally gonna start building up. Yep. Cool. You're also the one that this is finally gonna attack. Oh no, you didn't get a tomahawk. He's on the way. Yeah, not gonna contribute much anyway. Buy me a turn. Won't be enough for him to reach, but... Wait a minute. I can give an airlift to get you there. Ah. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Give me my hero. And you might as well show me how many air elementals you got in that terrifying stack of yours. Unless you're tired to go the other way. Yes? No. No, I will not break an alliance because an acquaintance asked me to. No deals. The birds will not stab their allies in the back. Unless we have something to profit on from our troubles. Don't let that last bit get out. That stays between just you and me, huh? Huh, Toron? You understand these things, don't you? Yeah, you seem like the type who'd understand these things. The game definitely flickers a lot more with this mod than in vanilla. That's Pillar of Faith, and yes, all my units are getting extra resistance from religious buildings right now. Even the lizard men are benefiting from that, because I put one everywhere. Oh, shit, I need to check that one city. The one that's going to be building our fancy unit. Ooh, Aura Halcon, I wish I had some of that. But we didn't find any. Actually, I don't know what I'd use Aura Halcon for. The only thing we have that shoots magic is the Sky Lantern. I seriously considered using Holy Mothers to haul around Sky Lanterns, but I ended up going for Tomahawks. And now all the other things. I still would like to produce Sky Lanterns. But if I have a city that doesn't have resources but is well developed enough, I might start producing Sky Lanterns at some point. I don't know. Mostly just to play with them. I don't expect a whole lot out of them. I feel like ballistas might be better. I'm not sure though. But they're cool. They're a really cool unit. I assume that we build them for hawkmen who can no longer fly, so that they can once again taste the skies by going up in a hot air balloon. How exactly we fit them with a magical cannon, I'll never know, but it makes a kind of sense for the hawkmen to develop hot air balloons. An amplifier? Wait, it has a what? +1 damage to all source? I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't understand what that is. So every time a tomahawk hits an enemy, the enemy takes an extra damage? Does that work both ways? Do my guys take extra damage? Alright, show me. Only 2? Huh, only 2. 20. 15. This might get a kill? Oh, it did. Huh. I was worried this stack was more serious. I have nothing to worry about. Yeah, I'm gonna inspect the sky lantern here in a second. A knight? Logistics, leadership. Aren't those the 2 things I already have? Well, he's just got a big old shield. Arms Master's pretty good, but... it is advanced leadership, but... I've got leadership. And logistics is the one thing you're providing. You're literally everything I didn't really want. Fine. Something missing? I want to summon another one. I want to mulligan this. Okay, do I have Pillar of Faith here? I do? Oh, great. No, wait, wrong town. I do, great. Okay, cool. You're on the last building now. Alright, let's raid some volcanoes. Alright, that should increase your production slightly. Alright, we've got another volcano hanging out over... somewhere. Here it is. Okay, well, couple of duds still. Some nice little production bonuses. And we got one over here. Now this city could theoretically start producing something of value. I want one champion. We gotta explore over here and see what's up with this territory. But old Yeller is, narcissists. I'm gonna explore this territory next. Alright. Turns out, I have nothing to fear. Oh shit. And a fruit. Alright, let's go over here and grab some magicians. We've got a whole pile of them accruing. How about up here? Go over there. I might have finished with the enchantresses for all I know. Maybe. So disappointed in that hero. You hate me! Want to trade Fireball for Inner Power? Okay. I now know how to throw fireballs. Hadriex call for counter magic? Sure. Okay. Oh, you're gonna ask for something I don't want to trade again, aren't you? Oh, I'll give you counter magic, that's fine. Okay. Not much left for me to learn, it appears. Most of it's in death, just because death is an uncommon element. Yeah, looks like we pretty much got what we're gonna get for now. If I were to tackle yellow, though... Oh, I hope it would be a green book. I don't think yellow's a very large empire. The Doombats are scary, but... maybe he is bigger than I think. We'll investigate. We'll investigate. If I could take him out quickly and steal a book. I mean, I suppose there's some really good chaos spells I could pick up as well. Doom Mastery would be welcome. Aether Binding would be fantastic, but I never saw it. Holy Mother with Ruler of the Underworld and Aura Halcon. But you can also get resistance off of that nature spell that I already have. All I need to do is make volcanoes until I get a couple of gold. I'm not sure how many, but I could totally get resistance off of that. You could also get resistance from... I feel like there's something else you could get resistance from. What was it? It wasn't Nightshade, was it? I feel like there was another resistance source out there, but I can't remember what. Anyway, I could use gold and diamonds and things to make resistance points if I wanted to play volcano fracking. The problem is I just don't have the casting skill to spend on that right now. No, what I really want is a third nature book and to pick up Abundance. Abundance would go a long way towards helping the bird people. Oh, it is Nightshade. Okay. Oh, Power Ore. Oh, okay, sorry, not gold. Crystal. Crystals. That would give me resistance. You know, the funniest thing about going through a time hole and giving this mod to my past self would be that he'd have no idea who Hadriex is if I caught him young enough. He'd have no idea. Of course, his computers wouldn't be able to play this. Master Magic for Windows is, you know, not gonna run on Windows 3.1. It'd be also funny to show up at Nintendo while they're busy hyping their SNES. It's like, yes, your Super Famicom's very impressive. Here's a Switch with, Tears of the Kingdom in it. Just to see the expression on their faces. Man, time travel's so much fun. Why does everyone always do dumb things with their time travel stories? You could just go around having a blast with it. Of course, the time police are real sticks in the mud. They get really fussy when you do that kind of stuff. But that's just part of the fun. I think it's 10. I think it was like 10 power for a resistance point. Oh shit, where is this? Okay, right. The time marks. Okay, I know exactly what's going on. Okay, everything is fine. So what we're gonna do... Yeah, no, we're great. As weird as it is, I'm gonna give the Enchantress Fiery Fury! And... Heroism. Look at you. You got a big old first strike ready to go. Just in case it survives my corrosive blast, which it did not. Yeah. Anyway, the Tomahawk's about to arrive, so their defenses will be shored up. That unit walked a long way across the sea to get there. I guess I should be glad it had a Phantom Warrior slowing it down so much. Okay. Third time's the charm! Nope. Another dud. Pity. This would have been a great location if it got adamant. I could then make this... Ah, well, it doesn't matter. Didn't happen, so... Hey, you already got a javelin here. How about I ship you down to that location that's having trouble? Alright, another skeleton out. Random skeletons are interesting. They've got no maintenance cost, and you just leave them lying around. And, enemy attackers can't help but trip over them. This down there. Go there? There. Okay, and final... No, it's the wrong one every time. Finally, War College complete. These guys get to come out and play. It's taken a little while, but in the end, we got it. And how about... I don't have money left. You'll be producing these again soon enough. Soon enough. I do want to throw more volcanoes around. If I could get an adamant here, they've got a deer. I could make a really good harpy. There's so many spells I want to cast. I want to cast more heroes, buff more things. I could definitely sanctify all of the holy maidens, and that would cut my costs and up their value. But then we've got prosperity. Alright, this is 717. But I also want to change terrain. stone, and there's stream of life, and then there's... I think I should go with prosperity for a while. I can almost cast 2 of it a turn. And what it would do for my budget is rather extreme, actually. Then we could go through, and we could just start buying buildings everywhere. If we had more money, we could accelerate everything, which would in turn give me more resources. It could be amazing. Could be. Maybe. Alright, this is going to be our last turn for today. Sanctify some cleric hero. Oh, a cleric hero. Didn't think about that. I don't have any other clerics. I just have holy mothers. I can't think of a reason to make a regular cleric when I've got those. They're just... They're amazing. As I said, if I address the Lizardman Desert, I'm just gonna hit it with change terrain. I'm just gonna hammer change terrain down. Actually, the Lizardmen have unrest problems. Maybe mountains would be better for them, and they could get lucky and pull another resource. If I got a tier 1 resource, I could turn it to iron, and then the Javelineers would come out with slightly higher defense. What would I need monks and shaman for? I've got holy mothers. Tacky? Tacky is a cleric now? Elena's a priestess. That tracks, but Tacky was a war monk. Your regular monks didn't qualify as priests. They got the non-interdiction thing, but they didn't have the priest ability. Huh. Tacky is a spellcaster? That's just weird. It's interesting. It is very, very odd. Wow. Maybe he finally has a reason to be used. I'm not a fan of Tacky, the war monk. I never use him. It's like I could use this guy, or I could get a hero that's actually good for something. So anyway, between now and the next stream, sometime in the next 3 days, I'll find some time to play some turns in this and advance the game a bit. I'm just gonna try to get my defenses together and get the armies started. If anything comes up, anything big, I'll stop there, but otherwise I'll set up for a war. So we can get a feel for what these birds can really do. I'm thinking, honestly, the great advantage that the birdmen have is logistical. Yeah, the flying is pretty good and all, but I really think that the Holy Mother is like the thing that defines this entire faction. I think that's their advantage. Being able to move an army 6 tiles a turn is huge. And I think we'll feel that when we go to war. Instead of having to move my armies 2 or 3 tiles a turn, you know, and dealing with terrain and stuff, these guys will just, every turn they can hit a city. And then just bounce to the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And the fact that the unit is not only a flying bus, but is also a spellcaster and healer, it's a pretty good unit. That's a pretty good unit. Normally I do, yes, as I said, it's very unusual for me to do this. It is very unusual for me to do this, but we already had the corrupted file, and I had to replay part, which already put us in a slightly different dimension, I guess. Put me in a slightly worse position. But yeah, that's basically exactly what I do. I wouldn't be fighting anyone. I would just be building up. I don't think we're going to play this one all the way through. The turns are getting longer and longer, and there's going to be a limit to how far we go with it, and it's mostly just to sample the bird people. Oh no. If anybody else objects, leave a comment. Just leave a comment out of the video and I'll see them. If there's a couple of people who say no, then I just won't do it. But, I mean, we don't know what's going on in the Mirren Plain. There's only a few people there. But, wow, the yellow player is one of the few people whose army is better than mine. It's the nodes. Oops. No, come back. And that's also because of the nodes. Okay, well that's just me being me. My population's always the highest. And we took we have a lot of territory. Oh, I seem to have 2 of these. Oh, I guess this one is for this. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Oops. Because, yeah, I'm going to be distributing... A lot of these next turns are just going to be distributing these units everywhere. And trying to make sure that I got them into all the cities. Which, I'm having increasing difficulty remembering where I sent everything. So I'm probably going to end up spending a while just trying to do bookkeeping. Tracing out where everything is going. Purchase that. Purchase one of these. Horror of Majesty might be the strongest spell in the game. It might really be so. Because we're not being attacked, and that's a big deal. Alright, anything else we want to look at before we go? We're staring down the spell of mastery. We've traded through so many things that we've basically traded through every spell we could learn, just about. I am interested in stealing books. I'm interested in seeing how big yellow can actually be. So, this is me. This is pink, Ariel. She's about a little less than half the size I am. Although she might have more cities than we know, it can't be that many more. Blue, however, looks to be quite large. It's hard to say exactly where his borders are, but he feels pretty big. How do we still have so many neutral cities? I see 3 of them. How is that possible? We really don't know what yellow is. We don't know his extent, and we don't know what's going on over here. We haven't done very good mapping compared to how we had it before. I know of 2 towers currently. So that's 2 locations where we could break through. Oh, they know Siphon Life now! Oh, that makes them way worse. Okay, that's a definite no. That went from a maybe to a oh hell no, we're not going in there. Who has death? Well, he does. And she does. I think that's it. I think it's just the 2 of them. Death is the... Oh, you have 1. Where'd you get that from? Death is the color that I've had the most trouble trading for. They've still got a bunch of spells that I don't have. You could load or unload it? Wait, what? Ah, the tower's breaking could be interesting. 3 people hold the entire Mirren plane between them. One of whom never cast a global, so... But yeah... Could be... Huh. Interesting. That's an interesting spell. Yeah. These guys could be very, very, very powerful, or they could have just failed to conquer and settle their own territory. We have no way of knowing. Alright, anyway. On the question of... Let me get to the main menu. So, the mods, you load and unload them here. With a button on the main menu. So... yeah. And you can tell what mod is loaded because he changed the title screen for us. How about that? Anyway, as I said, if anybody other than Twinfold objects, speak now or forever hold your peace. No, just leave a comment under the video within the next day or 2 and I'll see it. If nobody else objects, though, yeah, I'm going to try to do the most tedious stuff. Sort out all of my defenses, that sort of thing. Nothing eventful should occur. The moment anything eventful occurs, I'd stop. So it shouldn't be too many turns, but I think I can get, I think I can speed things up quite a bit. Anyway, I need to go to bed. Maybe it's a good idea, maybe it's a terrible idea. Let me sleep on it. Until next time and every time, this is Hadriex signing off. Night.